adoption is going to be by the community, and the greater, the success we'll have here.
How quickly will we see the renderings? When are those going to be coming out?
Well, we had plans to release the renderings in December, and unfortunately, with the tragedy that occurred here, we postponed that. Since then, we've been working with Bally's and GLPI, who are sort of two of our partners on the Tropicana site, to try and see if we can, instead of just releasing our renderings by themselves, be able to release our renderings along with the planned resort that is going to be on that. So that's something that we're going through, and that takes time. And so we'll release our renderings when it's the right time to do so.
What about the funding for the stadium? Can you give us any report on that?
Sure. We anticipate that the stadium will cost, perhaps close to $1.5 billion. That will be funded mostly with equity from my family. We'd actually like to, consider raising capital, especially from local investors, because we think that creates a connection to the community that has, we've seen that with a lot of other teams, been a really successful thing, and with a little bit of debt.
You mentioned on stage that you're going to be entering the design phase. With that being said, is that referring to the renderings and that resort that you were just mentioning before you actually release them all?
Yeah, it's called schematic design, and it's when the architects actually get past just the conceptual part of your planning to actually, drawing the lines, figuring out where everything is going to go, and making sure that other than just the pretty pictures that you see, that this is actually going to be reality.
Does it include a retractable roof?
We'll find out when the renderings
gonna be high.
No sneak peek. No
Where
sneak peek.
where will the Athletics play in the interim between after this season from Oakland?
Yeah. So you guys have probably read where we have been. You, I think, told a lot of people where we had been as well. Thank you. And so, we're looking at our options right now. We haven't made a choice. We hope to do so relatively soon, but we're looking at different options.
Summerlin is one of the options, I would assume?
We're not going to, I'm not going to be specific about where we're looking and where we're not. We think the ballpark in Summerlin is a tremendous asset and a great place. So, but we haven't actually made a choice yet.
Is it still set to be at the Tropicana Hotel? At the Tropicana Hotel ballpark? I've heard rumors of it may be moving. Is it still set to be there?
The ballpark? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, certainly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Is it still slated to begin on schedule, construction? Is there any hiccups that have come up with maybe when the initial construction, we can expect it to begin?
We hope so. I've spent enough time in real estate to know that nothing ever goes completely in a straight line. But we are, I think, working really well together with our partners. We have a tremendous team, having Bjarke Ingels, who we think is one of the greatest architects in the world.